3 Israeli soldiers were killed in a tragic incident involving an Egyptian security officer near the Israeli-Egyptian border. The armed forces of both countries are collaborating on a joint investigation into this unusual occurrence. Egypt claims that its officer crossed into Israeli territory while pursuing drug traffickers. On the other hand, the Israeli military believes that the shootings are connected to a drug smuggling operation they had recently foiled. Welcome to Slant News. If you want to support, you can subscribe to our channel. Thank you. The Israeli army reported that 2 soldiers, a man and a woman stationed in a remote area along the border, were fatally shot on Saturday morning. The bodies were discovered after a senior officer failed to establish radio contact with them. Subsequently, a search operation led to the identification and encirclement of the alleged attacker, resulting in a shootout that claimed the life of a 3rd soldier and the Egyptian policeman. Another soldier was wounded during the exchange. The Egyptian military released a statement with ambiguous wording, stating that their security officer was pursuing drug smugglers and that a shooting incident led to the Israeli casualties. The statement also expressed sincere condolences to the families of the victims. According to the Israeli military, contraband worth approximately $400,000 was seized during their overnight operation against smugglers. The army continues to conduct searches in the area to identify any other individuals involved. The method by which the Egyptian policeman managed to enter Israel from Egypt remains unclear. Israeli media reports indicate that the attacks occurred between Mount Harif and Mount Sagi, situated in the Negev desert, approximately halfway between the Mediterranean coast and the Red Sea resort of Eilat in Egypt. Israeli military spokesman Richard Hecht emphasized the ongoing cooperation with Egypt, highlighting that the incident is not driven by geopolitical factors. While Israel and Egypt have often been described as having a cold peace in recent years, they have closely collaborated on military and intelligence matters, particularly in combating terrorism. The Israeli Air Force has provided support to the Egyptian army in its fight against Islamic State militants in the northern part of the Sinai Peninsula. This incident appears to be one of the most significant border-related events since Egypt became the first Arab country to sign a peace treaty with Israel in 1979. Despite occasional tensions, the 2 nations have maintained cooperation, especially in matters of security and counter-terrorism. In 2012, a notable infiltration attempt occurred when militants attacked an Egyptian checkpoint near Rafah on the border with the Gaza Strip, resulting in the deaths of 16 Egyptian policemen and the theft of 2 armored cars. These vehicles were later used to breach the Kerem Shalom border crossing into Israel, where one of them exploded. Following a firefight, Israel discovered the bodies of 8 attackers. Over the past decade, Israel has constructed a tall border fence in an effort to deter militants and curb people smuggling from Egypt, particularly by migrants from sub-Saharan Africa. However, drug smuggling attempts in the area continue to occur frequently, given the challenges faced by security patrols along the 255-kilometer, 160-mile, border. Incidents involving gunfire between smugglers and Israeli soldiers have occurred in recent years, while the Egyptian army has occasionally fired at drug smugglers and jihadists, leading to accidental cross-border exchanges. In December of the previous year, Israeli soldiers shot and killed a suspect who was allegedly attempting to smuggle drugs into Israel.